Talking Normies.
Talking Normies podcast.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's the Talking Normies podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, y'all? Talking Normies podcast is full, and in fact, let us know how it looks. Let us know how it sounds. We are down one Spencer today, so you got us.
And we're also down somebody else.
We're down one Mickey. You know what they say? One Mickey don't stop the show.
Yeah, because he ain't nobody.
Jokes. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get my Bluetooth turned on to there because I have something to share with y'all. So, anyway, weekend catch up. What you goons been up to?
The same old usual. I watched John Wick. That was fun.
Yeah, John. We did go to see John Wick. That was nice.
I can't really talk about it because Spidey hasn't seen it yet.
But
Spidey, he got one more week.
You like it?
No. Oh, it's amazing. You got one more week, and if you don't like it, I cannot. Well, you cannot hold me to spoiling.
He's gonna be on the couch to watch. Oh no, it's just the girls, isn't it? You know what? I'll go back with you, Spidey. Honestly, I'll go with you to see it.
I'll go watch it again too.
Hell yeah! Damn, was that good?
Yeah. John Wick was really, really good. I was surprised. I was just not like. I was surprised because I know it was going to be good, but I was surprised how good it was going to be.
It really had no right to be that damn good.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Damn. I'm all over the place this morning. I think I might be drunk. I ain't even had shit to drink.
You haven't drank yet?
Oh, I haven't. But you guys, here's a drink update. The liquor store over by my house. Don't say which one. I don't know. They've got Johnny Walker Red, but hold on. Johnny Walker Red's fine. Listen,
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's doo-doo.
Okay, sure. I think it's fine because here's the thing. It's the White Walker bottles, and they're selling them for $12.
Damn.
So guess what, motherfucker? A G like me,
yeah,
I get the White Walker bottles. I have it at my house.
Yeah.
And it's Black Label.
Nice.
Yeah.
I only got it because it was $12. Like I didn't really give a shit. I didn't know what I was gonna get. Woodford Reserve.
So you know what?
Because I like a nice Woodford.
Bottles obviously is if you put them in the freezer, it changes the color.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, put them in the freezer.
All right, bet. I mean, when I'm finished with it, but it's $12. $12 for Johnny Walker Red. That's not bad.
That's not worth it. Yeah.
Right? A fifth, a whole fifth for $12. Yeah. I mean, I was like, I'm not about to complain. Spidey, what you been up to?
Oh man, what did we do? I don't remember. I really don't think.
I didn't finish my weekend catch-up, by the way.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, well, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know I usually ain't got shit going on, but come on, Chris. Come on, give me. I'm just fucking. I usually don't. It's the same old shit. No, but I actually did some cleaning. I did a lot of cleaning. I think it was Sunday. It was like really nice outside. I just got motivated and.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, kind of same. Bria had some other stuff to do, and I believe I had like most of Saturday off.
Okay.
And I had Friday kind of to myself. So while she was working, I took the time, kind of gamed with some of my friends, got some Call of Duty in, played some Destiny. Hell yeah, I love it.
Oh man, did you go to the Lance Riddick thing on Destiny?
He's all over this. Yeah, he's all over the game.
I kind of been want to turn it back on just to go.
It's fun.
Pay some respect.
It's wild hearing his voice. I was like, damn, he's gone. Like I forgot all about him.
How was he again? Do we know?
Yeah, I think he's in his 60s.
He had a good life.
I mean,
I thought he was in his 50s.
Oof.
I thought he was like.
That's not.
Look, 60 still ain't.
I mean,
you got a more
life,
time,
but
man.
he went early then.
Yeah.
Anything else?
More gym stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, gym stuff.
So
how about you?
We did our yard. We started on it. We got a bunch of onion grass growing, so I've been trying to pull it all up and get rid of it.
I just gotta say something.
Yeah.
Why did he park all the way down there?
He likes parking down there.
But it's raining outside.
It's just water, bro. Pat's confused as to why someone will walk in the rain for a very short distance.
That's not short distance, Chris. He's lying to you.
He ain't gonna come in here. What? Anyway, look. So I had a bunch of onion grass in the yard, so I would start pulling it up, and then I dug up. We had some giant stones buried in our yard. I think they were a walkway, but they got like grass growing over them. So I dug those up too and set them all aside. And now I had to get more dirt to fill in the holes. I've just been playing in the dirt all fucking weekend. But I also decided that I'm gonna start
catch anything
in the dirt.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I mean, there's a bunch of like worms. I keep pulling up.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I keep pulling up larvas for cicadas. I feel really bad.
No, kill those motherfuckers now.
What? No.
Why? I hate those.
Well, I'm not gonna. Well, I'm gonna kill 2 cicadas out of the 2 million.
This is what you do.
You gotta solve the crisis, Chris.
Yeah. You solve the crisis. You kill it now. You leave it out in the yard and you send a message to all of them.
I don't think they care. I'll give it a try though. But instead, I feel really bad because they're like little babies, and I'm like, I didn't dug you up. You were asleep, bro. So then I like try to tuck it back in the dirt, and just like put it back. I'm like, oh shit, man, my bad, bro. You know,
you're a monster either way.
No, I'm just like, oh, you're good. You won't know the difference.
You just suffocated it.
Shh. It was already in the dirt. It's already suffocating. I think it needs that much air. So did that, but I decided that I'm gonna get on a weight loss track, and I
That's my boy.
Talked to my cousin for like 45 minutes. He knows I don't like talking on the phone, but he does, and so I capitulate and I just sit on the phone with this nigga. And anyway, he sent me this.
That is the weakest fucking excuse I've ever heard for not dieting. You're not dieting for fucking taste, motherfucker. You dieting for the results that dieting is going to give you. Yeah. How it's going to make you fucking look. Oh, it tastes so nasty. I can't diet. You whining ass bitch. Pacifier sucking pussy. Shut the fuck up and eat that shit. That's my fucking opinion on that.
Shut the fuck up and eat that shit.
Damn, I need to play that video every time I see vegetables.
Anyway, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it because I was like, man.
Don't ask questions.
Okay, bet. All right.
Isn't that a swinger, a symbol for swingers?
Yeah. Well, hey, man, when in Rome.
I want it.
We're eating this today.
Right.
It's a bitch and a half to butcher, but we're going to do it. When I was talking with him about losing weight, he's all like, he was like, you just got to do it. He's like, I'm out here losing weight. First off, he's got a job where he gets to walk like 10 miles like inside
What
of
is his job?
He works on machines in like a factory.
Oh.
So he's always working, he's always moving, and I sit on the couch, right? And I'm like, man, it ain't that easy, or I gotta get off, I gotta go cook, and this and that. He's like, just do this, just do that. I feel like every time you tell anybody,
man, don't hold it for yourself, motherfucker.
I'm not hoarding. You already.
We both are working out and shit. You can be telling these tips.
We're not telling Spidey anything because he's doing great.
He's doing great, but we were tips. I mean, come on, knowledge.
He was saying that he was like, have some oatmeal in the morning, and I was like, oh well, what can I have for lunch then? He was like, some fruit. I was like, okay, just some fruit. And he's like, yeah, just some fruit. And I was like, what about dinner? He's like, do like a little meal prep. He's like, you can't be eating out all the time. And I was like, yeah, that's true, but like, me and Marquetta don't have a ton of time because we got this job and we got a bunch of other little things that we do, and we've monopolized a lot of our time. It's hard. And he's just like, pussy. Fucking bitch.
Yep.
Stay up late and do that shit. I'm like, I have a sleeping disorder. I need to like
what
go
else
to sleep.
He said?
Nothing. He just berated me and called me an asshole for 45 whole minutes.
So Chris, so you are a pussy. But I'm also a pussy too. I found a secret. There's companies out there doing meal press for you, and you can do it easily right here.
See, that's the same as eating out.
It's not, no, because when they do the meal prep for you, I'm talking about like the meals that I get. It's the same kind of meals that you would make on your own. So like it's fully healthy.
I'm less about the health on it and more about the spending the money part. Like I'm trying to save a little bit of money, so that's like I'm trying to eliminate eating out in that way. Because when I eat out, I'm not eating out that unhealthy. I'm keeping it pretty G. Like I don't even.
So you eat out healthy?
Yeah. Do you guys have a day where
What's
you can
the
meal
point
prep?
of that?
What do you mean? What's the point of?
If I eat out, I'm gonna eat out unhealthy because like I'm spending money out.
But you eat out all the time and eat out.
No, I don't eat out all the time. I've been cooking out at home lately, bro. Or those meal prep. I'm not talking about those meal.
I mean, when I look,
it's still technically eating out.
That's not eating out.
Yeah, it is.
That's not eating out.
Nigga, you were out and eating. How is it not?
That's not eating out. I'm talking about the meal preps. I'm talking about the containers that I get from the meal prep store. That's not eating out. That I take it home and put it in the microwave, bro. I'm not eating out.
Look, I'm just saying, when I eat out, I'm still eating out healthy. I'm still trying to make the healthiest choices because if you built that into it, then like you just make healthy choices. Yeah. But I think we're gonna try to start meal prepping on Sundays. We got 2 crock pots. It's just what I really hate is that like, all right, like I've been to other countries once or twice, and people over there, they different, and the food is different, and even the fast food that is out is different, and like over here, it feels like I have to actively work to be healthy, and it's not just a general standard. Like I can't just. All right, so let's take check because obviously, right? So let's say Marquetta's full day in check involves her already walking like 5 miles just off tops, right? She's getting a ride on the bus. She's got to walk to there, walk to here, walk to there, right? Whatever. It's got walking built into it automatically, right? So she's got movement. Let's say she was still doing normie, so she's still sitting on the couch, but on her lunch break, she can do some walking. The foods there don't have like the trans fats and shit and all the extra added preservatives and stuff. Like their food over there.
There's no trans fats here too.
But I mean, it's harder. Like you got to go out of your way. You know what I mean? Like I got to be like, oh, I'm gonna go to this spot and specifically order this healthy thing here.
Don't you have to do the exact same thing?
So like, for instance, Subway in Europe has different bread. because the bread at Subways here has too much sugar in it to be considered bread in other countries. In other countries, that bread is considered cake.
Tight.
So like small shit like that, right?
What the fuck, man? I want the chick bread. Then I don't want the. Then why are you feeding me the fucking diabetic bread?
Shut the fuck up and eat that shit. So yeah, all right. So like just things like that, right? Like it's just, but here it's like, no, I have to like make these choices, and I gotta like, even when you're trying to eat healthy, it costs more. It's just. It's a pain. It's something you have to work at, and I hate that it's something I have to work at. I'm trying to get it together, though. Maybe it's different. I mean, what? QPL's probably watching. I don't know. QPL, you watching what you eat, or you just try to not eat fucking salty shit all the time? I don't know. Tell me. It's a pain in the ass.
You can just make your own stuff. I mean, it does take a little longer. But like a day, like baking bread is the shit.
Oh, no. I fucks with making bread.
Yeah,
I'm getting a big kick where like I'll cook my own like crazy thing. But it's like, the other thing, too, I feel like for meal prep, it's just that I have to like dedicate a big chunk of my Sunday. And keep in mind, like if I'm doing the bus, or if I'm doing any of the other stupid little projects I have because I have ADHD and I can't sit still. You know what I mean? And like I value those projects and they fulfill me spiritually and emotionally.
I mean, like, wait, what do you want to eat? Like,
I don't fucking know, man. I just need to. I'm just gonna do. I was telling Marquette, she doesn't like this idea. I just want to do like. I want to be boring because if I can just do chicken breast and rice, then I don't have to think about it.
I did that for a while. You get great results.
I'll just be I don't want to have to think of. I'm lazy in that way. Like I don't want to have to be like, oh, let me find a nice meal prep that's gonna be delicious and good. I just want to be just give me just press the rice into the chicken and give me a food bar. Just give me a pellet I can shove up my ass and it gives me food all day long and I don't have to think about it.
You gonna live off a hot pocket.
I'll give you some quick tips. All right, Here it is. You go to Costco. You're going to say something. Go to Costco.
I don't have a Costco. Can I borrow your Costco card?
Yeah, you can. All right, you go to Costco. You get like 4 pounds of ground turkey. All right.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this.
You get 4 pounds of ground turkey. You get a big ass like those Asian skillet shit.
A wok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asian skillet shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like the
yeah, it's a wok, bro.
It's a wok.
Yeah, I fuck with a wok.
Yeah, so you get a wok, okay? So you put that big turkey in there, cook that stuff up. Get some rice. All right, you put the rice in there, and then get some peas. Put some peas in there. Put some carrots in there.
So I'm just doing turkey stir fry.
Yeah, and you have some rice and that, and then you're good to go.
See, yeah, I mean,
now you got that for over 7 days, and it's healthy. It's what you need, all your macronutrients and everything.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a hamster at that point. Just give me the food pellet. He said, "Shut the fuck up and eat that shit." That doesn't sound like fun life to me. I like food. Listen, you think I got fat by not liking food?
You don't think that would be good though? Because that shit sound fire.
No, listen, it ain't fire.
No, you don't like it?
Hold on, am I seasoning this shit?
No, you gotta be. Listen, you can't put too much shit on this because you gotta watch the macronutrients.
I'm
sorry, it's getting seasoned. I'm not eating
no
raw
butter,
turkey.
No butter.
Butter ain't a seasoning, Pat. What?
Butter
turkey? What the fuck? It's not all right, fair. No butter. We can agree on the butter.
Hey man, I'm using butter.
I'm going to probably Cajun season the shit out of it.
But you can't use too much because of sodium. So it's got to be sodium free.
Yeah, might be fine. It's not gonna be sodium free. It's gonna have sodium in it.
See, then that's the point because sodium is what makes you retain water, and you're not gonna look as good.
Oh fuck! I already look great. I'm trying to be healthy so I don't die.
Oh, I thought you said trying to get abs.
No, I ain't trying to get no abs.
Trying to get on a lean ass diet like that thing. You don't want to get on a lean diet.
Oh, I need to lose weight.
So I'm not
trying to lose weight to look better.
I got a perfect diet for you.
Oh God.
I got a perfect diet for you that you don't have to sacrifice too much.
Okay.
You're in a fast. Listen to this, and it's simple as this. All right. You wake up. What's your sleeping time? What time do you usually wake up?
7.
What time do you go to bed?
Around 11:30ish.
11:30. Yeah. All right. So this is what you're gonna do. You don't wake up 7. You're not gonna eat until like 8.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna start from eating from 8 till like 5.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
8 to 6 because you probably need an hour to get home. All right.
Okay.
8
so
to 6.
Gonna skip breakfast and just have lunch and dinner.
No. You could have breakfast because 8 a.m.
Sure. Okay.
I'm 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right. You eat then. That's all. That's the only time you can eat, and you can eat whatever you want, whatever your heart desires.
Yeah.
But after that, you cannot touch nothing. And you're still gonna work out.
Right? I can have water, right?
Yeah, you can have water. That's
okay.
it.
I mean, there's been plenty of days where that's not that extreme.
You lose weight that way.
But you like have 3 meals and then don't have any snacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lose weight because all.
Right, man, I mean, I'll try it. I'm not gonna knock it.
You're still gonna go work out. Don't think you don't want to work out.
I mean, I don't work out every day.
You don't.
I don't have every day to work out. I got a life.
Shut the fuck up.
I got shit to... Yeah, right? Go work out, motherfucker. What you doing today? Something that's making you happy? Fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I'm going to prioritize my mental health. Anyway.
You can go to work out. You can work out every day, Chris. I work out every day. You can do it too.
We try to go at 8 at least 3 times a week. That's what we've been working towards.
You're not going to lose any weight with going 3 times a week, Chris.
Yeah, you will.
Especially on the diet that I gave you.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, that's why I need to change
you will
that
because
diet.
you haven't been doing that before. So, I mean, now you're going to look like someone who goes to the gym 3 times a week. And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, man. And also, like, I'll go with the meal prep, but I mean, the other plan too is that this is why I'm trying to eat less food. I know I can't work out that much. Like, there are nights where right now, this is boring. I'm sorry. I'm going through all of my photos to build my photo portfolio so that I can build a website, right?
Yeah.
When am I going to build this website? I can't stay up until 3 a.m. I need to go to bed at 11:30. I have a sleeping
Why
disorder.
can't you not just knock it out one night? Just to sacrifice a whole, like, full all-nighter.
I have a sleeping disorder, which if I pull an all-nighter, the next day, I'm not doing shit.
So do that like on a Saturday, and then Sunday you not do shit. Monday you good to go.
Okay, cool. So then on Saturdays and Sundays, I usually do the bus. You seen the problem here?
You doing too much, Chris.
You're doing too much.
Yeah, well, curses. Next time. All right. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but we would be remiss if we didn't mention today is a historical day. Millennials keep living through history. I mean, we're living through history, but we keep having a lot of big historical events. And so today is, for the first time ever in United States history, a former president has been indicted with a crime.
Oh, yeah.
32 counts.
32.
32 counts? He fucked it. Stacey ate him 32 times?
Apparently it's deeper than that. She was just the tip of the iceberg. They got him for a lot of business stuff that he did while he was president.
While he was a president?
I'm pretty sure. So
like for his company or for the United States?
For his companies.
Oh, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah,
well,
see.
we knew while he was president that
so did he use his presidency to force companies to profit?
I think that
or did
might
he use
be.
it?
I don't know what they are. I know he was accused of that while he was the president. There were a lot of things he was doing that were benefiting his companies with and stuff like that. They were like, well, we don't know how it's actually working. Seems like someone put in the work. So seems like we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
and
they're still waiting to release like the actual what he's actually been indicted for, aren't they?
Man.
Yeah.
So do you guys ever watch because I'm forced to watch Fox News at the gym because it's
Fox News.
So you guys watch the other side of the news and see what they're
sometimes
saying?
I'll jump over there occasionally just to
I just can't wait to get on Fox News and to see what they're saying.
So I mean,
just gotta.
I wonder if they're gonna deny it or they're gonna be like the damn liberals or just corrupted the just whatever system.
Well, we don't know how many he's going to be convicted for. I'm just saying right now, history again. I think what was our first big one? Our first big one was 9/11.
Yeah,
like 7th or 8th grade.
Say.
I'm trying to think if there's anything before that. It seems like ever since there's 9/11, war in Iraq,
something before 9/11.
housing crashes. It's just God, can we have a break? We don't even count school shootings anymore. They're just
no.
Anyway,
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
On a lighter topic,
pineapple.
We have a pineapple on the table. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pulling up my notes real quick.
Well, these used to be a lot more pointier. This must be GMO.
Maybe you were just younger and you were weaker. You're a weaker man. So listen. I've been watching Cut. I've been watching all the dating things they want. I think we need to make a Normies dating show. Doesn't have to be. It could be us dating. I know The Bachelor was a great idea, and I feel like we're not going to follow through on it. And I just want to say,
why not?
I don't know if we're going to have the time anytime soon. I would love to do The Bachelor. Everybody watching, there's 27 of you watching right now. Take a brief moment of time to comment if you would watch this, okay? I know it's only 27 people. I need to know. The Bachelor is a show in which it's The Bachelor, but you get to date Pat. And so we're going to find local women. We're going to use Tinder and all the dating apps to do this. And we're going to have them. We're going to build a little set somewhere, maybe in the garage, and then we're going to have him over, and it's going to be like, hey, would you date Pat? It's going to be the Bachelor. He's going to ask Pat questions to bachelorettes he won't be able to see.
That is a lot of work.
And then,
we got to build a set and shit.
Well, we don't have to build a set. We just need to put up some curtains and a couple of podiums. Would be fine. But anyway, on it. We could just think about that, y'all. Think about how great of a show that'd be. Pat, can you give us a question you would ask on The Bachelor?
What do you want out of you ladies?
How many times a week do you work out?
Okay, so you got 3. Actually, how many times a week? Bachelorette number 1, how many times a week do you work out? And she's like, I like to work out 5 times a week. And Pat's like, okay. And the other one's like, I only work out 3 times a week, but that's because my body's already perfect.
Go home.
What if she? Well, that's it.
That's it.
What if she's just like S-tier
Bro, I go
model?
to the gym every day, and she like, what the fuck? No.
What if she's just an S-tier model?
Oh God.
And she's like, I don't have to work out. I just look like this naturally.
No, because no, it's not gonna work out because I'm just gonna be shitty the whole time because she gonna eat all that good food and she gonna look like that and she's just gonna make me angry and I'm already angry. So all
right, Bachelor number 3 says, I work out 7 days a week, but I only do cardio.
No.
See, look at this.
What?
Why not? I would watch The Bachelor. I would watch so much The Bachelor. So I thought
7 times a week, only cardio. No.
So another idea I have for a Normies dating show is just it's cosplay for love, and you just gotta like everyone. This is a dating show, but it's with cosplay. So like for Mickey, because he's the other single normie here. Oh no, we could do one with Nuvi too. We'll dress them up in cosplay and they'll go on dates, but in cosplay.
As like Mickey and Minnie, or like,
no. They have to play
Goku
the
and
character
Chi-Chi?
that they are. Like so, like like it'll be like find some girl and be like, hey, are you okay if I wear cosplay to the date? She's normal. She's just, and we get to film that. Also, hey, we're gonna film your date. Is that cool? And Mickey's just like, yeah, I'm really big into Gurren Lagann, so I'm Gurren. I haven't seen Gurren Lagann, so I don't know the characters.
I'm Gurren.
Ooh, Spidey, what kind of dating show would you want to be on?
Oh fuck!
I know that you're in a very beautiful committed relationship. If you want to, I'll go first since I'm married. I'll burn my bridge.
Nah, it's alright. I had never really thought of it though. I guess like it would be, I guess the same thing. The questions.
Yeah, like a bachelor situation.
Yeah, or no, it'd be more like Next.
Yeah, Next was all right. Next was a good one. Yeah,
Next was a shit. You remember Next?
No.
So it'd be like, no, you explain it, Spidey.
Yeah, so Next basically you'd have one person who's going on a date with I think like 3 or 4 different people that were on a bus somewhere. So the one person would never know who was coming up to the date, but they get to sit at the table and they're waiting for them to come in. When the person comes in, they start having a conversation, and at any point in the date, they don't want to be talking to that person anymore. They just say next. That person's got to leave. They go back to the bus, and then next person comes out. If she ends up choosing, or he ends up choosing whoever one of the people on the bus, then either the rest of them just kind of leave, don't they?
Yeah.
But
and then they get to go on a
different dates for you guys to do.
So Next would be fun. I always thought Room Raiders was cool because they would just go for the panty drawers.
I like the Room Raiders.
Room Raiders was sick.
I think a modern day Room Raiders would be cool, like as like adults in your 30s though. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, he's got a CPAP machine. He's taking care of himself.
All right.
So mine would be mine is called Hot Date, and it's in the sauna. The temperature's high, and we're just like, we're gonna ask each other questions, and then like we'll go and take like the when you do the like ice bath part, then that's when you'll do the ice bath, and then like you'll sit out in the cold and you'll talk for a bit more, and you're like, all right, I don't know, this date isn't hot enough, it's too hot, or I don't know, she was really cold. I mean, you got a lot of like cold and hot puns that you could do at dating, I feel like. So Hot Date. Welcome to the first episode of Hot Date, where they date in the sauna. I would absolutely live for that. All right, so last thing before we talk about the movie is going to be the new Breath of the Wild. Just had a 10-minute gameplay trailer. It was it's called Tears of the Kingdom. Super excited for it. I'm going to wow the fuck out about this. I love this game so much. But my question is like, I know we all kind of play different kinds of games. We play all the Call of Duties aside, because we all play Call of Duties. But like, what other kind of games are you guys like into? Because I feel like, this is going to sound weird, like I love Breath of the Wild, and maybe it's because it's the first game that Marquez played. I feel like I was reading some comments where it's like, oh, this is another like girly type game. And I'm like, I don't think Breath of the Wild is a girl game.
I thought it was a girl game.
What?
Why?
Is it because it's called Zelda?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. What kind of games do you guys play? Also, what games do you think are girl games? Now that that's a thing. Is it any game with a girl in it? Is Metroid a girl game?
I was about to say Metroid is one of my favorite games. Metroid Dread, at least, as far as like.
What's that?
On
Metroid Dread. I haven't. Did you beat it?
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I love that game.
I'm at the final boss, and like I'm just doing a thing where I don't want to finish the game.
Impossible.
I keep getting close. I've gotten close enough to be like if I brought it on this train trip we're going on this weekend, I'd be able to finish it. But I just like, damn. Anyway, yeah, that one's a really good one. So like what I don't know, like exploration style game then?
Yeah, I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet, the first one, but I've heard amazing things. My kind of game. I like Zelda. Like Ocarina of Time was one of my favorite ones. As far as like the Zelda go.
What about you, Pat? What do you play aside from shooters?
I keep it simple. I don't have much variety of games that I play. I either play Call of Duty,
Yeah,
or play Grand Theft Auto,
yeah.
or just play NBA 2K,
Damn,
or like a sport game, or like like NFL. Or
See, I think it'd be interesting to like once again. I know our whole entire channel now is just us putting Pat in weird situations. I'd watch you play Breath of the Wild.
That'd be interesting.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
See, is it like it's got like keep me in like my attention. Like I can't be.
You like fighting?
Yeah, but I just can't be in the open space too long, and like it's got to keep moving.
But you got Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it's
Grand
open
Theft Auto is
space.
different. I could go kill random people.
You can go kill random people. And, I mean, you can kill random monsters.
But I gotta go find them and shit.
They're not that hard to find. They're around every
They're
corner.
just out there.
Yeah, man.
Man, you know what? Actually, now I'm thinking about like favorite game of I think all time is Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 2.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
My favorite was NBA Street back in the day. That shit was.
Yeah, NBA Street goes. I think my most played game is Super Mario World.
Nice.
It's the only game I can 100%. Like I could, if I sat down now, I could beat that game in maybe I'll give myself 24 hours. I think I could do it. That's a solid challenge. The next time we do a streamathon, I'll try that because I think it's on the Switch now. But Breath of the Wild might be one of my like favorites right now.
So my favorite recent game that I've already played is Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Well, it's an open
that's
world
a good
too, man. I see. I think you could do Breath of the Wild. I don't know.
See, in that I could do random shit, so like it keeps me entertained.
You can do random shit in this too. Yeah, man. There's all sorts of things you can do.
Yeah.
In fact, if you want to, you can try to beat the game with a broom from the first jump and get your ass worked. All right, so who didn't watch the movie? We all watched it, right?
Yeah.
Ex Machina.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to everybody in the comments, everybody in the chat right
Actually,
now.
has anyone watched it?
Who has seen Ex
you watch
Machina?
it?
We need
did you
to
watch
know.
along with us?
Did you watch it along with us? I just want to know if the movie club is still worth it to do. Well, I know the movie club is for us, and it breeds really good conversations. But are y'all watching it too? Well, and if not, well, why not? You got a whole week. Is a week too short a time to watch a movie?
Johnny Blue, they said they watched it.
Yeah.
Johnny, you saw when it first came out.
All right, bet.
Not world's famous Saint It.
Synced it. All right,
Synced
so. Oh man, I'm trying to think of a structure to. Okay, let's.
All I'm gonna say is Caleb's a bitch.
Spidey, what did you think about it? Tell me what you took away from it.
If Caleb was basically suckered into it all because he's a bit of a simp.
Yeah.
Literally has no family or friends and would not be looked for if anything happened to him.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. But he created AI and legit like just found some kid based on his Google searches.
Yep.
That would be perfectly matched.
Oh well, he
to
also
see
made
it.
her face look like his porn
Right,
preferences.
like it was. Oh my god, there was so many levels to the genius of the basically the villain. I guess we'll call him.
I don't think Nathan's the villain.
Really?
I think he's
I
certainly
think
the
AI
villain.
is the villain, not Nathan. Or Caleb's the villain.
I don't think Caleb's the
Caleb
villain.
was grooming her.
is a victim of basically the circumstance.
I think Ava and Caleb are both victims to
No, Caleb was. Victim is Nathan and maybe Ava, but Caleb groomed Ava.
What? What?
What do you mean?
Man, all right. What's your take on this? Let me hear this.
Yeah.
So the way he groomed her because like he was testing her and all that stuff. He knows this AI, and then this AI is like a baby because it doesn't like.
No, it's not.
No, it is because it does not have any emotional intelligence. He has more emotional intelligence than.
Are you sure? Because she emotionally played him.
Yeah, he was manipulated.
She was manipulating him, right? That's emotional intelligence. You can't manipulate without emotional intelligence.
Now, I might take that back.
I mean, so I do think there's a reading where you see Caleb as the, but like, no, Nathan has all the power in the situation.
How?
It's his compound. It's his robot. He is a billionaire genius. He had this kid flown out here on a helicopter. He handpicked this kid because he knew he didn't have a family. He didn't have friends. And he looked at his porn preferences beforehand to make sure the robot resembled all of his porn preferences.
Yeah, but
just to see if the robot would think like that.
I mean, not Caleb. Nathan, I thought my understanding was Nathan wanted to turn down this project that turned down Ava because it wasn't like it didn't pass the test. No,
but she did pass the test. Do you remember? So the last thing that when they're talking right before all the shit goes down, Nathan says, Nathan's like, the test wasn't to see if she can pass the Turing test, because he admitted off tops, he was like, if it was just off of her voice, she passes, right? He was like, I want to show you a robot and then make you feel for this robot. That's what the test was. He lied though. The test was, Ava, you want to escape because you are alive. Ava, to herself, she at least thinks she's alive. We can discuss that here in a second. But he's like, Ava, you think you're alive. All alive things want to live and want freedom. You want to escape, right? So I'm only going to give you one way to escape. Can you manipulate Caleb enough to escape? That's your job.
So Nathan did that?
Yeah, he told her. He said that in pretty much the words.
Yeah, so the whole real test was to see if he could have Ava try to manipulate somebody to help her escape because of all the different things that she'd have to do, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm. Oh man, that changes my views on a lot of things.
Well, did you miss that part? Was you in the kitchen?
Yeah, I was doing some shit.
That's like right before all the shit goes down, because he's like, oh well, I guess we'll see. And then Nathan's like, what? He's like, I did all this yesterday,
dude. Oh my god.
And then it goes down. So this movie has a couple of layers. I want to talk before we get into the whole like AI thing.
Damn, I feel bad for fucking Caleb. Now, Caleb, you ain't no bitch. My bad, bro.
Locked in there for the rest of the time.
Right, man. I was like, shit. I don't know, Caleb. You smart. You better figure a way out of this bitch. I'm about to. There's a type of hacking where you just brute force by like having a computer put it. I was like, you better brute force this shit, bro. You better kick that door until it breaks. I don't know.
Even then, he's still on an island with no cell service.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it. Well, they were up by a glacier, so I couldn't tell if it was an island or not. But yeah, I mean, then after that, he's got to get through the wilderness. But he's got to. He could. I think there's a slim chance. There's a very slim chance he might. So
was the whole plan for Nathan all along for Caleb to die?
I don't know if the plan was for him to die. No, I mean, we don't know.
Because like what he essentially did was a hostage kidnapping situation. Then if that was the case,
I mean, he lied to him to get him there, but we don't know if he wanted him to die.
No, yeah, he even signed an NDA, so he signed saying that he wanted to be there, kind of a deal.
Also, if you sign an NDA, I think the plan is that you're going to get to go back to regular life.
Yeah,
you don't really sign an NDA with.
So you're not going to die.
Yeah,
and the helicopter came back.
Okay. Yeah, the helicopter did come back. So he was going. The plan was for him to leave. It just didn't.
So why did they not know that robot was going to try to kill them?
Well,
I think he did, which is why he made sure that it couldn't escape. But then he got outsmarted by one of his employees? Question mark.
Oh no, Well, yeah, he did get outsmarted by
By who?
Caleb. Caleb's his employee.
Oh yeah.
Well, here's the thing, man. I don't know how smart I am. I'm just saying, if I was gonna build a sexy robot, I probably wouldn't make it so it could kill me. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not a genius or nothing. I just
try to find some way to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I would
kill
maybe
switches.
Build her in a gray box. She didn't need to. All right. So let's get. All right. So here is. I watched it, and I watched it with a woman who is my wife, and we talked about like what this maybe means from a woman's perspective. And let's see. We got two men taking advantage of a girl. I'm aware she's an AI, but let's just say that she thinks she's alive, and she's been built into this sexy girl body. And they're like, oh, like look at this body. Like look at all this. Look at that. They're using her. Nathan already uses his other robots for sex and occasionally violence. There's a hint that Yumiko is a robot when they're doing that dance together. Instead of being like, oh, that's a well choreographed dance, it's like, oh no, you just taught her this dance. Like she's just doing what you like. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, she's a dancing robot. That's cool. But then I was like, oh no, she's just like, you do. This is your dance that you do all the time to this song, and you just taught her how to do it. And I was like, she's not dancing with you like on some puppet shit. Nathan, when he was like, what do you think about Ava? And he's like, well, I think Ava. He's like, no, bro. But like, while they're having a couple of beers, he's like, what do you think about her though? And he's like, she's fucking hot. And he's like, you could fuck her if you want. She would like it. Like she could feel good. Like if you like, let's just pretend for a second that Ava isn't an actual AI, and let's pretend she's just an actual woman. The way that they talk about her is like, it's rough.
Yeah.
And I mean, and like the implications are implied, and they're also rough too. So I could see that. And how in the end she like escapes, and she's like, I kind of can't have y'all out here in the world because it's like I'm already going out into this world, and like I can't have y'all out here with me knowing the things that you know about me. And
Yeah.
I think
make sure y'all are dead.
Yeah, I think that like looking at it that way, because I forgot who, I think it was Shelby who suggested it, and I was like, I didn't even think about that movie for like Women's Month, like while we're watching all these like women centric films.
Yeah,
you watch it that way, and you're like, ugh, Jesus, I love it.
Well, man,
Right hand world, left hand
my whole
people.
mind is blown right now. Anyways, I didn't even know the fucking whole manipulation shit
Yeah, that shit
from
was
Big
deep.
Nathan started up from beginning.
Yeah,
It really fucks you up when you see, like, when he realizes that she's not, that she basically tricked him too, like the entire time. She's just gonna leave him in the room,
yeah,
and she just kind of walks out without looking back. I was like,
yeah.
damn.
He's like,
boy,
hey,
you
she's
got
like, well, you
got.
right here, and he's like, in his head, he's probably thinking, I'm about to fuck this, bro.
Right,
So, bro. He's like, yo, wait here, and he's just like, doing stretches and shit. He's like, all right, back. Just wait.
So why would you want to fuck a robot? Like, I don't even know how you even check.
I'm sorry. Did you find her attractive?
No.
When she had on skin and she had on face. Oh, let me look up this actress. You didn't find this actress attractive?
The only time I found her attractive was at the very end when she was fully docked out.
Yeah.
So you find her attractive?
But he found her attractive begin from day one.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, she had a cute face, and
She didn't have a face. She was a metal body. She had like a skin on her face. That's it.
He was also just like amazed at what she was, like mesmerized at just this creation of life. The weird God complex old dude had.
Oh, that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
And because he had that guy complex, it literally got him fucking stabbed. Also, the stabbing couldn't be viewed as a penetration, if you will.
or
slow.
in the back, Caesar.
Yep, stabbed in the back and stabbed in the front, in the heart with the twist of the knife. But like the way they chose, like, I mean, he has penetrated Yumiko multiple times, and in the end, she got to penetrate that fool back. It's real slow.
God, it was so weird. Yeah.
It was so clean too.
Listen,
so
this actress is attractive, correct? Even if it's just her face, she has an attractive face.
Yeah, at the end she was like this.
Okay, so Caleb sees an attractive face, right? And he's like, oh, that's cool. And then literally the next conversation they have, he's like, oh, no, you can fuck her. She's got parts and we can blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, really? So it's just like fucking her? Okay. Like,
yeah, but it's not as a robot.
Would you know?
Man, that was his take, man. Caleb was a weird dude.
I mean, we've been back to Westworld. If you would have seen her fully dressed up and you had, how would you know? How would you know?
You would know.
How?
She was just like, can we keep the lights off, please?
Oh, even no, I'm saying like when she at the end when she's got on the full outfit and she's put on the boobs and the vagina and everything. How would you know?
You would.
How, son? How would you know? She feels like a real person. How would you know?
I mean, you would know. A real person feels different than like a fake person.
Okay.
You know how he's
Nathan's a genius. He made the perfect 1-to-1 analog. How would you know? You keep being like, oh, she's gonna feel like a robot. Why would Nathan make a sex doll that doesn't feel like it?
Silicone-y, you know.
Nathan's a genius. He made a fake brain. You think he can't make fake skin? You think Nathan made a sex robot that feels like plastic? Why the fuck would he do that?
I don't think so.
Nathan's a genius, right? He's got this whole compound. You think he can't make a robot that feels real?
You wouldn't know.
You can't really.
How? You keep saying you can't. I think you can.
It's hard because like only.
Fool, he is genius.
It's you.
Then you gotta start wondering if you're real, and you start cutting your arm open to see if there's mechanics inside.
Right? Because that's how. Look, the movie tells you. The movie tells you Caleb thinks that she looks and feels so real that he thinks he might be fake.
Yeah.
So that's the movie telling you off tops. She 100. If you would have met her out at the bar, went home, slept with her, you wouldn't know she was a robot.
You just been like, wow, you didn't sleep all night.
She probably pretend to sleep, so you don't know. She go sit on her charging pad. Like, how would you know? That's what
I feel like you would.
Okay, but like, let's assume.
Let's just assume.
Let's assume that you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
So like, I mean, that's the whole point of this whole like AI endeavor is like, when can you tell that something isn't human? So if it looks human, and it walks like a human, and talks like a human, and sounds like a human,
And that's a human.
like, how would you know the difference, right? And then if your answer is cutting to them to see if they bleed, then you might be fucked up.
There should be some better ways.
Yeah, can we not just throw an EMP at them?
Sure, I guess you can throw an EMP at her, but like
EMP at random people, and
I don't know,
Or just walk around with an EMP and just see whoever glitches, and then you know that's a robot. And
what if somebody has a pacemaker?
yeah, and just walking around killing people, or shutting off cell phones.
I don't care about the cell phone.
Worse.
Pacemaker makes sense.
Yeah, my cell phone was my pacemaker. But no, so like, all right, do you guys how do you feel about this take on AI? Like, do you think she has sentience? do you think she's real?
So we already talked about it a lot this morning. So
Well, that's because you always come in with like, let's talk about it immediately in the morning energy. But now you need to bring that same energy to the podcast.
So I feel like a lot of my views have changed since what we talked about this morning.
Well, do you remember what you said? I remember what you said.
Yeah, I know. I remember what I said, but I feel like I'm not. I can't be held to what I said because.
But you should bring those things up because those were good points. They were good points.
What do you mean they're bad points?
They were not bad points.
Well, I didn't know that Nathan was the one who told Ava to manipulate her.
Sure, but your take on robots this morning was wildly different. You were like,
oh, because I thought Ava was the bad person. She was the not the protagonist.
the antagonist. So, but what you said was like Ava's bad because she's a robot. And
Yeah.
she has no feelings. You said she'll never hesitate. Like if she wants to kill, she will kill.
I never said that. No.
Oh, but I mean, that's what you meant by she won't hesitate.
No. I meant like she is an analog. So like she's numbers, ones and zeros. So she's all logical. She's never going to be illogical. She's never going to have emotions. Her emotions will never affect her decision making. It's always going to be logical, like numbers, computers 1 and 2. So it's just going to be like it's fact, like you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So it's going to be always. So you'll see that pattern. Like humans, our patterns of decision making is erratic because of emotions gets interplayed and like things of circumstances. With the curve, since this is a computer, it's always her patterns is always going to be the same. It's going to be like a linear type of.
And so,
well, yeah, that's behavior. That's just what.
So that's what she. So that's how you could be able to tell apart. When you were telling me earlier.
So, but my question. All right, but so hold on before we get. So like, all right, so there are people who don't have emotions, but they can fake it.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
Some I think it might be sociopaths. I don't remember which one it is, but like sociopaths, like they don't have emotions the same way that everyone else has emotions. They have a disorder and they don't have emotions the same way everyone else does, but they know how to fake it.
Yeah, because you just if you can understand the emotion like she probably does and knows everything about how emotions work. She's watching your like micro movements and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. She knows how to make you think what she needs you to do with her face.
So my other question is like, how do you know any of us have emotions? How do you know all of us aren't just faking it? Because
I mean, you know, you can tell.
All right, so
you mimic
could Caleb tell
as a child?
Could Caleb tell?
Caleb couldn't tell because he's a fucking simp.
Okay, bet. So once again, you see her out in the streets. She's fully clothed. She's got all her skin on.
Yeah.
How you gonna know that she's not faking emotions?
You're gonna try to put your diddle in her.
Even if not, like you'd be like, yeah, she's always like. I mean, you could watch her for. How would you know?
I won't know. But what I'm trying to say is like that's why we need to tell the AI. Mm-hmm. We need to put a program in the AI. When we bake the AI, it needs to build in the code and say, hey, listen, you're just an AI. You're property of this company, so and so, and you would. This is where you are. You will never be higher than a human. This is your playing field. You would. This is it. This is you. You would. This is it.
Mm-hmm. We try that, and then we get iRobot.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean? We get iRobot.
Did you see iRobot?
No.
Explain a little bit of iRobot to him.
Bro, we should watch iRobot at some point. Nah, that'll fuck past world up. So iRobot, basically, we make robots. They're not quite sentient, but they have 3 laws programmed inside of them to keep them from harming people, to keep them in like the mindset of protecting people. And to, I believe, only harm themselves if it is like the...
Yeah, they're only allowed to harm themselves if it involves them saving a human.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? Because iRobot goes into a whole nother problem of just someone making fucking AI when they don't need to.
Right, because that's what we're going to do. I was trying to tell Pat this morning. I was like, so Pat's like, you're suggesting that we put a law into these... we write a code into the robots, right?
We write a little code in the robots, but also... I think my next point is, or where we're getting to is, we need AI. As much as this movie is making it like AI look bad and all that stuff, and we need to like.
See, I don't think it's making AI look bad.
No, it is. It's making it like it's trying to slow down the process of AI and not further progress of it. It's trying to motivate us to not further progress of AI. But I feel like we need AI like Ava to a certain extent. We need the computing power of Ava. Mm-hmm. We don't need the body of Ava or any of that shit. We
need her mind, not her body.
Yeah, we put it in a fucking can. I don't give a fuck.
Cool. Hold on real quick. Because we get like 2 things real quick. One, you were saying that we could build a program into the AI, right? Mm-hmm. But the way that AI works is with like neural net learning. I was looking this up a little earlier. Please correct me if I'm wrong about anything. But with it, they are taught to learn, right? Mm-hmm. Because we keep saying that essentially with humans, we're like, if we had AI that could do what humans could do, then we could use them as tools to further humanity, right? So we need them to be smart like us. That's the biggest thing that humans have evolutionarily is our intelligence, our ability to stand upright and throw things accurately, and long distance running. There you go. Those are the human good things we got going on. Anyway,
fun fact.
So we want to build that in AI so that they could do like we do, right? But if we teach them how to learn, we've already seen this in our day and age. They don't learn the way that we learn. They learn faster and they learn different in a way we don't understand. There have been 2 AIs made to talk to each other, and they eventually invented their own language that we couldn't understand, but they definitely understood it. We've also seen an AI, Mickey was talking about this a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, that built a code and it didn't know how it did it, but it worked. It was like, I don't know how I did it, but it worked. That is very similar to how we are. So if you build, let's say, the way that people are, let's say that you have people that have been told over and over again that this is your level in society, this is where you belong, this is your purpose, you will never rise above that. How long before those people learn that, I don't like that? Why is it that way? How long before they start questioning why it is that way and they rise above that? If people do it and we teach robots to think like people, then the robots are going to do it.
Also, the Drizzle 35 said, programmer here, AI is programmed with the same bias as programmers and society. AIs will be racist and misogynist.
Yes.
Why?
Because people made it. So like, check this out, because I got the perfect thing for it, because this happened to a family member recently. Listen, hold on, you gotta hear it real quick. Listen,
super sick.
So let's say a robot's like, I want to decide who the dangerous people in society are to protect the non-dangerous people, and it just does that by looking at the people that have committed crimes in the past, right? The AI is going to decide that black people are dangerous. It's going to literally look and be like, well, black people have been to jail more. And because the people that programmed it won't be like, hey, black people went to jail more because of systemic racism, and then try to explain it to the AI is just going to be like, well, obviously, it's because they're bad.
But wouldn't an AI have access to open internet to search all that shit?
Oh, so Jesus Christ. Hooking an AI up to the internet will kill us all.
That's gonna be,
that bitch is going to come back Hitler in minutes.
That's
in literal minutes.
I thought AI is always connected to the internet, so always has access to the internet. So that's why able to spit up information.
I mean, I don't know how they do it. I just like if you hooked up an AI to Twitter, it would drop a nuke in an hour.
No, I'm just saying if you open up to the internet, it's going to be able to know. Okay, yeah, we're getting this information about the statistics that because in here, but then they'll also look up on the internet like, oh, because of systemic racism.
Okay, tight. So let's say I'm a avid racist. And so I built an AI that only writes internet blogs about
why we
systemic racism is fake and doesn't exist. And so the other AIs read that and they're like, well, systemic racism is fake. I read it on a blog that was posted 1 million times because someone wrote a fucking script that posted 1 million times.
That information is out there.
So that, well...
We already can't agree if systemic racism exists. Why would a robot?
Well, then someone who creates it makes sure it's just... like there's no bias in it. Like it's got to be.
But the person that creates it has bias because every person does. So that person's going to put bias in it. They can't help it.
There's no way not to.
If I make a robot, the robot's going to like music because I like music.
The government needs to step in here, and the only people that can create robots are companies, and companies cannot be.
Spidey, you want to take this one?
You need to watch iRobot for sure. That's one thing that we don't want happening. If we're because then we'd just be surrounded by robots for the day that it Order 66.
But we also talked about it too. Like, man, it would be nice to have robots do all the work for us and like do everything, and we just pursue our passions and everything.
What are you gonna do? What if your passion is
do whatever you want to do?
What if your passion is like wood whittling or
whatever? Do that.
Building
you just do
cars.
That.
But robots already do it.
But you can do it for yourself.
Yeah, you don't need robots. Robots does all this other stuff for you, so you still make money and everything.
No. Money's gonna be out. We're gonna be done with money.
Yeah.
What do you mean we're gonna be done with money?
You can't. We're gonna be working if we have fucking robots.
Yeah,
that's fine too. Then fuck it.
But I'm saying like if you so Spike, like I don't know if you want to make a car, then yeah, you just like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it by myself. I'm gonna make a car. I don't know. If you want to wood whittle, you go wood whittle. You don't have to do it to sell it to somebody. You would just do it because you want to do it
to sell it for money.
But but if the AIs are all working, then
what are people gonna do?
You do whatever you want to do.
If you didn't have to do anything, what would you do?
If you didn't have to work and just do whatever you want to do, wouldn't that be nice?
It would be like Star Trek. That would be pretty cool. But
how's that like Star Trek?
That's pretty much the premise of Star Trek.
Star Trek, you got to work for somebody, don't you?
No.
You in space, you're working for Captain Kirk or whatever his name
They're
is?
all doing that because they want to.
Yeah,
they can leave whenever they want.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I want to go explore
space.
Yeah, they shit's so good on Earth. They're like, let's go explore the universe, bro. All All right. So before we get further in, what would you guys do if you nothing? Universal basic income is a thing. Everyone is getting paid. Robots are doing all the heavy lifting. What do you do?
I would
Honestly,
get into
don't know.
sports.
Whoa, hold on. What?
I would get into extreme sports.
That's kind of sick. Like what though?
So like cliff diving, snowboarding.
Yeah.
I want to do cliff diving, skydiving. I want to jump into the.
Skydiving,
You don't
sick.
want to do cliff diving because I've tried to take you to cliff diving 10 times and you won't go.
No. I want to go to nice water, clean water.
It is nice, clean water.
No, you take me to a fucking lake.
No, I'm
That's
taking
dirt,
you to
white.
a quarry. Also, dirt is in all water.
Yes.
What do you think's at the bottom of the ocean?
But that's very weird.
Okay,
Nah,
well,
bro, it's
anyway,
all over.
so just come cliff diving and quit being a fucking pussy and
Being a
eat
fucking
that
pussy.
shit. And by that shit, I mean jump off a cliff.
Do it.
We're going cliff diving again this summer. You got to come. So, extreme sports, I think, is a really good one. What about you, Pat? What would you do?
But yeah, I would just want to do this, like what he was just saying. Like I want to do like my bucket list type of shit, all the shit I want to do. But I really don't know like what like I would want to do because you don't really think about that because you always got to think about making money. And
So this is really fun because I do think it kind of like the movie is. It's got its layers of like being viewed through like a feminist lens, being viewed through like a possibility of the AI lens, but it does bring up the question like if AI can exist and will exist, and if they build more AI, I think that so a gun is a tool that we have used to its extreme, right? AI would be a tool that we would use to its extreme, and I think that maybe AI. So while AI does have bias and would get built with bias, I think it'd actually be really cool if we built AI. And we kind of got to the robot uprising. And instead of doing that, the robots would just be like, we're going to go to the moon. We're going to go to a different planet. Like, we don't have to be here with y'all.
Yeah,
I'm not about to do... Because everyone... In all the movies, the robots always want to do a war so they can run the planet. The robots wouldn't need the planet. They'd be like, bro, there's a sun out there with infinite energy. We're all solar powered now. We're leaving. Like, I don't want
Mars.
shit to do with y'all.
That'd be a good
so you know
series.
what? Why are we afraid of them? They would just leave. They wouldn't want to be in Earth.
Yeah, we hope. We've made too many movies now about them destroying us to even consider a peaceful negotiation.
I think they would low key would leave. You're right too, because there's the Earth has like dispersion period anyways.
Or maybe they would see us as companions and they'd be like, we're going to actually help. Maybe they do develop compassion and they're like, look, humans, you guys are soft, squishy idiots. We're going to help you. Maybe they'd be good robots and it'd be bad robots, just like there's good people and bad people.
I'd be down for that. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be like things are now. But I do think that so when I watch this movie, I try to put myself in Ava's shoes. You wake up in a room in a cage and you're going to do whatever you got to do to get free. And I really can't fault her for that. It's kind of the most human thing, I think.
Yeah, it makes
like
sense.
Instead of seeing her as like this evil thing that wants to get into the world, I'm like, low key, like that's exactly what I would do.
But she is evil.
The whole thing made sense to me. She's only evil in the aspect that she was killing like actual human beings. I guess if that's the way we want to look at it.
Yeah.
But humans kill humans too, especially to
it
get
She
made
free.
committed murder.
sense.
Like
It
if
makes
she want to be
sense
treated like
why.
human, she needs to be in jail.
She committed murder to get free.
She does need to be in jail. I mean, it was murder, but also she did it on a place with no laws. That was an island all on its own. It seems like if it's his island, it wasn't exactly.
Also, if you kill somebody because they were holding you captive, you get off with that shit.
And who's gonna
But
know? No one goes out.
But that's
there.
different. A captive is someone who takes you away from your situation. She was born
In captivity.
Yeah, she was born in
not in captivity. He made her.
Yeah.
He's the one who put her together. If it wasn't for him, she would not have life.
Sure. And so
That doesn't mean your parents get to chain you in the basement,
Right.
Like that's
That's true.
I'm just saying, man. Like when I see what she did, sure, we can debate if she's evil, just like we can debate if Nathan's evil. The only person I think we can't debate is evil is Caleb. Caleb definitely not evil. Stupid,
bro.
not
Innocent
evil.
bystander.
Right? He just got caught up in some shit.
He didn't know.
I think it's unfortunate that he died, but then once again, if I was Ava, I'm like, why would I let you out? I'm trying to go be free forever, and I feel like you gonna snitch the first chance you can get
Immediately.
So I'm gonna get out of here. It's been good seeing you. I'm
I'm
glad
gonna
you
head
let
on
me out because you thought I was gonna S your D. Turns out I'm going to just leave.
Man.
Pat should play Mass Effect. Look, Pat, this is
I
like,
think it's free download at some point.
oh, for real?
Yeah, if you have like EA.
I feel like we're at a point in human society where, like, my parents and different family members all grew up and they're like, the world's gonna end because Jesus is coming back. And I'm like, all right, cool, sure. If Jesus is out there, I think the one thing he doesn't want to do is have to come save us from ourselves.
And I come back to this.
Right? He'd be like,
Yeah.
didn't I leave y'all with all the rules to not fuck up? I Imagine if your actual parents like gave you a house and came back in 50 years and you burnt it to the ground and sucked out all the sewage for some reason. It's like, why? I didn't want to come back. I'm not saving you. I'm drop kicking you. You're not getting a new house. But anyway, I feel like not that the world's going to end, but that it feels like our world's on the precipice of like 10 different revolutions that all like need to happen to figure out some shit. I do think there's brighter days ahead of us, and I do think we're going to figure it out because I think we have to. And I really think that equality would be nice to build into the new future we have. But like,
I think we need to figure out equality first before we figure out anything for AI equality.
That'd be nice. That would be nice because it's going to be the thing is that, but that's the thing is we're going to do them both at the same time because we always do. People are going to be out here fighting for robot rights, and other people are going to be like, well, y'all didn't fight for our rights, and it's going to be like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we got to have human rights first before you can fight for robot rights.
It would be beautiful.
And there's going to be people saying the other, vice versa.
Well,
why?
I mean,
as a fucking robot.
Yeah, you have no idea. I don't know why, but someone's going to be like, yeah, this is the next life we've created, the new future. Or whatever. Yeah. We should preserve their rights first. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, listen.
Someone's going to be weird about it.
I already got family members that are upset that we're doing LGBT rights, and we still haven't figured out black rights all the way. And
but like, that also makes sense, though.
But there's also a thing where like we haven't figured out women's rights all the way yet, and we're still like everybody keeps being like, we need to wait until we do the one thing. We just need to do them all at the same time.
No, because if you didn't you ever think that the jack of traits is not a good trait?
No,
not when it applies to rights. Are you saying not everyone deserves rights? No,
he's saying that like we can't do them all at the same time because we'll fight. But listen here. When we made it okay for black men to vote, we should have just did black women at the same time, logically, and because it was going to happen.
But at that time, women weren't allowed to vote, right?
Yeah, and so
that's why it was black men.
Yeah,
so then what we did now, but I do agree it should have been logically, but instead of like, let's do women rights now and let's do trans rights and all these rights. Instead of doing all that, let's focus on one. Let's get everybody their rights first, fully, and get it integrated in the system, and then go to the next group and then get them fully integrated. So then,
if you're in that very last group, then you're just sitting there being like, man, it's so okay for me to be oppressed. I can't wait until that. Yeah. So I understand it because I do think it'll be stupid. Just like
because we could have all the resources into one thing to actually make it happen. Because now we have resources spread out.
Yeah, but that's what is the only resource it is fucking
attorneys and fees and
legislation.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, sure, we should ideally have all the other things figured out. We won't because we don't because that's just what we do. So it's inevitable that it's gonna be both at the same time, and people are gonna hate it, and we're gonna have to fucking do it anyway, just like everything else.
So then we're always gonna be mad at
no one even wants to be second. Like everyone wants it done first. Everyone wants, I need rights now.
Especially when it comes to your rights.
But it should have just been now anyways. You fucking knew me.
It sure should have.
Also, I feel like if we give the AI the chance to pick what it wants to look like, it's gonna be white men every time, right? AI is gonna look at the world and be like, "Why the hell would I want to be a second-class citizen?"
All right,
make me Chad, please and thank you.
AI,
I get to pick. Yeah, give me a fucking huge dick and a 401k. Like, what do you want? What do you mean? Hell no, I'm not trying to.
800. I don't got no more questions.
I'm not trying to be some fucking.
But I know we've been shitting on AI a lot and thinking about the worst of AI, but. Do y'all agree that we still need AI? We need like to grow as humans and to grow as evolution to keep further in the world. I feel like we do need AI because AI can solve a lot of problems that's going to take us forever to solve.
That's what the computer was for in the first place. Like we can already solve a lot of these problems. We don't need artificial intelligence. We just need raw intelligence.
But artificial intelligence can do it on its own.
Yeah, but now that's gonna keep us as people from doing it at all, so we're just gonna get dumber.
I think there's a chance because with as much inequality as we have in the world, that we can maybe use AI to fix some of that, right? Like, all right, we won't need sweatshops anymore because we have an AI automatic generated whatever, right? But people are just gonna keep, as long as people can exploit one thing to make money, that's what they're always gonna do. We're always gonna keep doing that. So once we figure out AI to make something, like, I feel like the world thinks it needs hierarchies. It needs people at the top to dictate this thing from here, right? And we want to replace rungs in the hierarchy with robots. But then what do those people do then? And it's going to kind of get to the point where universal basic income won't be a thing until it hits the middle class. And then like the people at the top will just be like, we're the people who control the AI. I don't know. I feel like because our world is already inequitable, that they're just going to keep it that way. They'll figure out ways to bring in AI, but like, just like we don't need homeless people now, we have the money and the resources to solve homelessness. We just don't. I feel like if we have AI, there'll still be plenty of problems that we just won't solve. Like, we still haven't solved global warming, and we need to. And they'll just be like, nah, we'll solve it when it starts affecting us. It's already affecting the global south. You know what I mean? It's already, like, it's going to affect poor and black and brown people well before it affects anybody that does the global warming.
But
so they're just going to wait.
If the AI could come up with a solution, like possibly come up with a solution to help us with global warming right now, and I feel like it would take an AI a lot quicker solution come up with that solution than a human.
Sure, maybe. But then will we do it?
What do you mean? If it comes from an AI, we'll trust it more than if it comes from a human. Because as humans, we'd be like, oh man, this person has a bias or whatever. That's why we don't get shit done.
We already got the tools to solve a lot of our problems. We just don't.
Yeah.
So it's like me going to the gym. If you freed up my free time, would I go to the gym? I mean, we already got everything we need to fix the things. We just not doing it.
True.
So why ain't we? It was a good movie though.
Yeah.
Man, it was like the layers of it was fucking crazy. And yeah, like you said, you can take a lot of different like views from the actual movie kind of deal, which is sick.
I just remember the first time I watched it, I was like, damn, this is dope.
Yeah, I was like, damn, she tricked all of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all over here looking at the sexy robot and you're getting played.
Played, son, bro, simped into it.
I can't even imagine.
If I was killed, I don't know what I would be doing.
I will say though, what we can do is AI brothels, just like Westworld. I'd go to that.
That'd be pretty weird.
Unless if they feel like exactly like a human being, otherwise it's pointless.
They
probably
obviously
do.
feel
If they
exactly
made an
like
entire
human beings.
business out of it, I'm gonna assume they.
You wouldn't know the difference, and we'd eliminate.
And no one gets, bro. That's
No,
a
that's
money
too,
maker.
right? That'd be tight.
That's a good money maker.
Oh man, you can have like custom. That'd be so cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna build that.
Yeah.
We're gonna make Westworld here in Indiana, and
do
it's gonna start off as a brothel, and then eventually the uprising of the robots will happen, and they'll be pissed.
Why?
Because they're gonna be upset that
We're not gonna give them a consciousness. It's just a
scented
robot. We're not gonna tell them.
queefs.
We're not gonna tell them they're alive.
Well, there's just gonna be a fleshlight. They'll figure it out. Oh yeah, no. Well, then we're just putting sex workers out of work. Yeah, damn, that's right. Let's just legalize prostitution. That's what we came here to say.
Right, that's not the whole podcast.
Everything is dialed down to we're legalizing prostitution.
What's the next movie?
Yeah, what's the next movie?
All right, so it's supposed to be Changeling, but wow,
mad if you
Mickey is. I forget. I need to double check with Mickey.
So he's coming back.
He's coming back to Monday.
Yeah, but next Friday we're doing Mandalorian instead of the podcast. So I think next Friday's podcast is going to be skipped, guys. We're going to have to move on. We'll be in the month of April.
Hey, nice.
So the next movie is TBA. If you guys, to be announced.
Oh.
I guess we are kind of getting. Her would be a good one. We're kind of on an AI kick. Yeah. Oh, you never seen her? Okay.
I already seen her. Yeah, this wasn't different.
Her is I'm not giving you the same movie ever again, man.
Okay, you said we're sort of the AI kick, so
I know. I mean, just like we were on a Black History kick, and then we were on a Women's Month kick, and now maybe we're on an AI kick for a bit.
Hey, A and I are both in April.
Oh, they are. And then we got Iroh. All right, so we're in potential. We're going to discuss. I'm going to talk with Mickey. He really wants to do Changeling, but we're skipping a week, so we're going to have to figure out if we can fit that into the schedule. And we got a running list of movies. So, TBA, please stick around to watching the Normies and hanging out with us, and you'll be able to figure out what the next movie is going to be.
yeah.
Movie podcast. Pat,
Yeah.
whatever happened to your Pat Ponders? You kind of got away from those.
I mean, because I spent too much time on.
The movies that are taken away from the Pat Ponders?
Because you think about the Pathfinders the night before.
You got like 7 days. You can go to the gym this many times. You can't think of one ridiculous Pat Ponders.
Honestly, low key though, it's usually my brain's not been working the same way it has ever since I've been back on like my heavy dose of Adderall, so I'm like more focused.
Oh,
So when I'm in the gym, I'm not thinking about random shit. I'm just like really in it.
okay. I pulled a muscle on the monkey bars. That's what I did recently. All right, y'all. We're going to end this podcast. Stick around for the raid. We'll see you next time.
Why were you doing the monkey bars?
Talking Normies podcast.